All right, scholars, this is Listen and Respond for Red Group. This book is called 100 Days, so you're going to write that right here, 100 Days plus 1. Make sure that title is on there so I know what book you're doing. And then please write your name at the top. I say today is the 7th. All right, so now we're going to preview. Readers always collect clues before they get started reading. Look at the front and back covers of the book before you start reading. What do you think this book is going to be about? Why do you think this? So let's look at the cover. I see a girl, I see a chalkboard, some jelly beans, and a picture of a cat. And then on the back it says, Hannah's teacher plans a party to celebrate the 100th day of school. But on the day of the big party, Hannah is too sick to go. She misses out on the fun, but when she returns the next school day, Hannah finds that adding 1 can make things extra special. So I think this book is going to be about Hannah missing the party. I think this because it says so on the summary. Okay? So then now we're looking for characters and settings. So let's go ahead and get started. Hannah was excited. Only 1 week to go until the party to celebrate 100 days in school. That is a long time to be in school, said Hannah. Mrs. Connor told the class, next Friday, please bring in 100 little things to share. Hannah decided to bring in buttons. On Monday, Hannah found 20 white buttons. On Tuesday, she found 57 mixed buttons. On Wednesday, she found 4 cat buttons, 6 diamond buttons, and 13 buttons with no holes. On Thursday, Hannah counted her buttons from 1 to 100. Then she sneezed. Achoo! On Friday, Hannah had a cold. No school for you today, said her mother. On Monday, you will feel better. On Monday, I will feel worse, thought Hannah. The party is today, and I am not there. All right, so let's pause right here and list 2 characters from the story. We have Hannah, and we have Mrs. Connor. One thing I know about Hannah is that she has red hair. A thing I know about Mrs. Connor is she wants the kids, she's a teacher. She wants them to bring in the 100 small things. All right, what is the setting of the story? Remember, the setting of the story is where the story takes place. So this answer is always going to be a place. It's not going to be a food. It's not going to be a drink. It's going to be a place, like a location that you go to. So the setting of the story is at Hannah's school and her house. So there's 2 different settings, remember, because settings can change. So make a prediction. Readers always guess what might happen next. What do you think might happen next? So this blank is where I'm going to tell you what to write, and then that way you'll know what to put for the next part. So blank has happened in the story, so something I think might happen next is, so what I'm going to write is Hannah got sick and missed the party. So go ahead and fill that in. Hannah got sick and missed the party has happened in the story. So something I think might happen next is, so what do you think is going to happen since she missed the party? How do you think Hannah would feel? What would you feel like if you missed a really exciting party because you got sick? So go ahead and fill that part in. So this part says, readers always think about how this story might look in their heads. So tell me what you are seeing as you read. So this is one that a lot of us are having a big trouble with. This is where you pretend like I'm not there and you have to tell me what you see. So I'm imagining the part in the story where the party is happening. So everybody should say the party right here. Imagining it looks like fun. So now you need to describe what fun looks like. So what are 3 things that you think would be at the party? I know that the teacher was having everybody bring 100 things each. So one way I think it might look is lots of small toys all over the class. Okay, you can have this one, but I want you to come up with 2 more on your own. So just think about things you think you would see at a party, things you think you would see at school, and then you're going to fill in those blanks. All right, so down here we're going to do the story, and it tells you right here what goes in this blank. A lot of us are just writing whatever we want, and that's not how this works. So the story, 100 days plus 1, talks about the characters. So you're going to list the characters, talks about Hannah and Miss Connor. And then in the beginning, what happens, in the middle, what happens, and at the end, what happens. So in the beginning of the story, Hannah is excited about the 100th day of school party. Okay, so then now you tell me what happens in the middle and what happens at the end. Let's go ahead and finish up. On Monday, Hannah's cold was gone. She wore her favorite sweater to school. It had one big orange button. Hannah remembered the 100 buttons. She put them in her backpack even though she had missed the party. When the school bell rang, Mrs. Connor said, "Today is a special day. What is 100 plus 1? Hannah knew the answer. 101, she said. Right, said Mrs. Connor. Today we have been in school for 101 days. Hannah's friends were smiling. They showed 101 grains of rice, 101 hair ribbons, and 101 postcards. I only brought in 100 buttons, said Hannah. I did not think to bring in one more, she said. She remembered the button on her sweater. Here is my plus 1, she said. I thought 100 days was a long time to go to school, said Hannah. And now I have gone for 100 plus 1. The end. So go ahead and finish this up by finishing out the middle and the end of the story. Make sure that your name is at the top and the title of